she isn't the only one who's heard them.
It doesn't sound like fireworks. It's not a similar sound of fireworks. It's almost like it's like a deep rumble, a deep boom.
There have been really loud explosions.
Alta lives with her boyfriend in the Marin County area of San Geronimo Valley. The sheriff's office confirms the explosions and says there have been at least 6 of them in the last month.
I heard one and it rattled the walls of our house. I felt it in my body and my chest. It was so low, it sounded like it was coming from underground.
While the explosions have been heard in San Geronimo Valley, deputies say at least one of the originating spots was not near homes.
It's a really disturbing sound, and it's scary to hear that, when it's like 8 p.m. on any given night. It's really freaking a lot of the neighbors out.
A lot of our viewers have recently contacted us after hearing loud booms that rattled their entire house. They're all wondering what's causing it.
And they're calling it and putting it on social media. KTK's Tori Bean explains what could be behind these very intense blasts that everybody's talking about.
We're in the house, me and my kids, and it felt at first like lightning when it strikes next to your house. But we went outside. Of course, it wasn't raining or anything. We didn't see anything. And then a few minutes later, another big boom that you could hear and also feel.
With no answers as to what is really happening, the community is fearful. Concerns are that something serious is happening.
Of course it's scary. I have a 6 and 9-year-old, and they're like, Mom, we're being invaded. I'm like, I don't think we're being invaded, but...
I was tripping out, man. I was like, dude, what is that? I've seen lights here and there, and I see a lot of fighter jets that take off, and they usually have a blinking red, light, and these were just solid. I was like, it's not a helicopter. They're too high up to be a drone that I could tell, because it was weird. And then they started moving, and I was like, man, it looked like a fleet of UFOs, like what you see on, TV. And so I pulled my phone out, started recording them, and I drove all the way down Peach, almost to church where I live, and I was recording them the whole time.
People, in various videos that I've done in the past, we know these are not UFOs. These are pots of lava, pockets of fire that reside on planet Nibiru, Planet X, the Destroyer. Let's continue.
We reached out to the Air National Guard for answers, but they say they didn't fly that night. In fact, it's unusual for them to fly during the evening hours, and they would usually send out an alert.
And one by one, they would kind of slowly disappear, and then at the end, there was only one left.
Sarah Mazian says there was also something off about the way the lights were moving.
One would pass the other, and then the one that would pass the other one would stay lit, and then the one before it would disappear. So it was kind of like they were moving, and then one would pass, and this would disappear, and then the other one would kind of pass.
He says this isn't the first time he saw something out of the ordinary, but it definitely stands out from the rest.
But this was definitely by far the weirdest one, because there was a bunch of them.
In Temple last night, people on Facebook were claiming to see some strange lights moving across the sky.
An unusual, questionable, strange light dancing across the sky.
Here it kind of splits apart and comes back. And you can see the fires moving right there.
She says it was an eye's view for about 5 minutes, but the way it danced across the sky has her really confused on what it is.
And then it moved to the right and then just stopped paths and kind of burst into 3 and just disappeared.
But whatever it was, it's created a big mystery in Temple.
It was more cool than anything, but cool in a creepy way.
Surreal.
Yeah, I thought I was kind of going crazy.
All right, Bailey, it's a mystery. I'm dying to know. But what a time for the aliens to visit us. I hope they're taking proper COVID precautions.
They're probably like, peace out.
No kidding.
No thanks, sir.
See what's going on down there? We're turning around.
Yeah.